day 6 of my How I Play video challenge. Actually a little, we're going to move away from things a little bit because today's not how I'm going to play. I did start this off with a little bit of a song called Come With Me, which is on my first album. It's actually the title track of the album, Come With Me. But we've had quite a lot of requests for people to know a little bit about the gear I use in my guitars, so I thought I'd give you a break from the usual insight into how I play and just tell you about the 3 main National guitars that I use on the road. I'm going to put this slide in the finger picks down so I can pick them up and explain to you. The first one is a National Style O, which is a brass bodied single cone resonator guitar. It's a custom model. National build my guitars for me. I'm very, very lucky to have a good relationship with National, and it's got some built-in electronics. There's a Lawler humbucker in the neck position, and in the cone there's a Highlander piezo. There's some controls built in for a blend system here, and on the back there's a little battery box which provides the power for the pickup system. Also, on my 2 main touring guitars, I got National to put on necks with flat headstocks. The slotted headstocks that I have on some of my older Nationals are beautiful looking things, but they're not very practical when you have to break a string on stage and you have to change a string quickly. So this has got both this and the next guitar I'll show you have got mahogany M2 necks on them with the flat headstock and peg head. This guitar, by the way, I play in open C tuning, from the first thinnest string to the top thickest string, C, G, E, C, G, C. And the reason that I play different guitars in different tunings is that the resonators don't really like being retuned. So if I'm playing a show and I go from an open C tuning to the open G tuning that I play on what's affectionately known as the black guitar, it doesn't like to hold the tuning. And the other thing is, I don't think audiences want to see me fannying about retuning guitars. I just want to get on and play the next song and try and keep the show rolling. So this is the other main National guitar I use. Like the shiny one that I showed you earlier, this is a single resonator, but instead of being made of brass, it's a steel body, but it also features the flat headstock M2 neck from National and a custom Jason Lawler humbucker in the neck position and a Highlander piezo pickup on the cone, and the blend system with the onboard power that I mentioned yesterday. You know, I tend to use the shiny guitar tends to get used for the more acousticy finger picking stuff. This guitar I use the piezo for the acoustic sound and the humbucker when I go through a little bit of overdrive. And a subsequent episode of this video challenge will look at some of the pedals and some of the other gear I use. But this humbucker is better for getting some overdrive. If you try and put overdrive on a piezo pickup, it just sounds like a bee in a tin can. So I tend to use this pickup for the more overdriven sounds. And if you've been to a gig over the last few years, you'll also have seen me using another National guitar, which I actually use in, oh, I didn't tell you about the tuning in this one. I tend to play this guitar in an open G tuning. So going from the first string, the thinnest one, to the 6th string, it goes D, B, G, D, G, D. Yeah, I think that's right. I can't remember. I have to think about it sometimes. All these tunings get confusing. And the other guitar that you'll have seen me play if you've been to a concert recently, not in the States though, because I tend to pick up other guitars when I'm over there, but certainly in the UK and Europe, you may have seen me playing this guitar live. This is about 15 years old. It's a National Reso-Electric Junior, and it's a solid body electric guitar. It's a thin body, it's not like the 2 steel guitars, but it still has single cone resonator, and it's got a PAF humbucker here, and I use it for normal tuning. Sounds like a banjo when it's not plugged in, but even when it is plugged in, you still get some of the character of the cone coming through. So there are some other instruments I play, banjos, diddly bows, I even play a regular acoustic guitar sometimes, but we'll cover all these in a subsequent How I Play, even though it's not really about how I play in some of these episodes. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.